Hey guys, it's BW and we're back out in the garage. Man, it's been a rough almost 2 months getting that house ready so my in-laws had somewhere to live while the property's getting rebuilt. But we got them in there. There's still some work on the house, but we can calm down a little bit now and maybe get some stuff done around here. I'm gonna ease back into the garage. I've got a cluttered mess around here and I need to get some things straightened out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change these tires on that tractor, on the front tires. Remember we talked about it, there's a nail on the one side and a staple on the other. They both got slow leaks. And rather than just leave those parts laying around here, I'm gonna go ahead and do that job today and I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride. All right, so why don't you stick around and check us out. All right guys, we're gonna start on this, I guess it's the right-hand side if you're looking at the tractor. Show you real quick, it's got a really big nail right there, a roofing nail in there right there. We left it in there and we cut the grass like 3 times. It's holding there, but it's got a slow leak. So let's get it taken care of. All right, so that down right there. I believe, back just a little bit. All right, I believe that we just take this cap off, this plastic cap. There should be a cotter pin behind there, I think. Sure is. All right, I brought a couple tools over here. See if we can get this off without too much to do. That down. That looks all right. Now, I never took a rubber off a rim for a little tractor tire like this, so it's going to be an interesting job, to say the least. Just get this little tiny bend left on the end here, and it should, cotter pin should come out. Alright, that was a little bit of a bugger, but we got it. Got a washer. Alright, that one off of there. Be right back. Okay guys, well our friend Bart at work let us borrow his bead breaker. And what it is it's this tool right here that held the chain. And you would feed the chain up through the center of the tire. And then you would take one of the links and hook it into this groove and pry up. And that would push this down onto the tire to break the bead on the rim. Unfortunately, the chain is too big for our hole, so we're not going to be able to borrow the tool. We're going to have to find a different way to do it. We'll see how it goes. That's the first disappointment on this job. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let the air out of the tire. We got a homemade valve wrench. All right, thank you, Jason. We're going to take it out, take the valve out, and let the air out of the tire. All right. There's our little valve. All right, now let me get ready and see how I can break the bead on this tire. I'll get right back. All right guys, I'll show you on the second tire, but on this tire here, I came up with, instead of putting a chain through the center, I got a little bit of mechanics wire, stainless steel mechanics wire, twisted it around the bottom link there, ran it up through, put it on this lever bar, and it broke the bead right away. Let me see, maybe I'll flip it over and see if we can do the back bead. You guys can see it works really easy. I struggled for a second trying to do it a whole bunch of ways, and I'm like, wait a minute. And it came right off. So just to see if there's a bead on the back side still, and there is, and I'll show you how easily it gets broken with this tool. Again, my buddy Bart come through. I just had to get a little creative with the centerpiece. All right, you can see I just put it in on the tool, bring it down, just pry up, bang, breaks the bead. All right, now I don't have any spoons, but I got a big screwdriver and a big pry bar, so I'm going to work on getting this tire off of the rim now. right? I'm hoping once it came out of the first one, it would just come out of the second one pretty good. There it goes. Right on out of there. All right, guys. Let's take a look at this. Our nail is right there. If I can show you guys. I apologize. The nail is right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Down here, I moved it. Right there. There it is. Right there. Okay. All right, so now we want to put the new tire on. So let me set up for that. All right, guys, I'm going to try to put the tire on first with brute force. Got a little bit of soap water to kind of finesse it on there. Put a little bit on the tire. Try to do it with a little soap water first. If I got to go get some straight soap, I will. Soap inside. I got water in the tire now. There's the first one on there, right? Now if we could just pop that other one on there, a little bit, one in the rim there. There we go. That one's gonna need a little help. I can get a little more soap on there. A screwdriver should be able to do the job. Boy, that's tough. It's got that last little bit to go. Wonder if that tool will help us up on the bench. Maybe. Just that little bit. There we go. That's good. Maybe just a screwdriver will get it. There we go. There we go. We got her, guys. All right, now just kind of squish this on there. We're going to leave the valve out of the fitting so we can try to get a bead. All right, see what happens. I'll have the valve handy just in case we pop right away. May have to do a couple things. We might have to go in the house and get a leather belt. We'll see. All right, I see it. No issue right here. There we are. Now let's try it. Okay, we made a bead everywhere except right here. Try again. Alright, we made the bead without much issue. Let's screw our valve back in. Alright. Give her some air. I believe it wants to be at 14 pounds. I'm going to have to pause you. I think I left my gauge in the house. We'll see. All right. We got some good air in here. So now the first thing we want to do, that's pretty good for never doing a tractor tire on such a small rim, huh, fellas? All right, let's check for leaks. All right, nothing on this side, guys. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's make sure the back side doesn't have any leaks. Oh, look, guys, I didn't fill the. There's still the bead isn't completely full right there. See it? All right. Just have to give her a little more. It's not leaking, but it's not fully seated. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. There's no leak, but it's not fully seated. That's kind of weird. Let's give her some more. There it went. Did you hear it pop? We got it that time, guys. That was fun. All right. There you go, the first tractor tire is done. Let me go in, let me put you on pause. Let me go in and get the gauge and make sure I think I'll read the tire, but if I'm not mistaken, I thought it was like 14 pounds or something. All right, guys, I went ahead and took the other tire off. I measured. My meter only goes to 20 pounds and it's just under the 20 pound mark. So I can only assume it's at the 14 pound maximum it's supposed to be. All right, so I went ahead and pulled this other tire. I took the valve out. And I was going to break the bead with you guys because you didn't get to see the bead break on the last one. There's nothing really dramatic about it. It's just, it works. I think that this is a pretty easy job. And like I said, it was $50 for 2 tires versus $100 with the rim. So it's definitely worth the savings. The only thing I would say is make sure you have something to break the bead. Getting a tire on and off the rim is just a little bit of muscle and some soap and water, you know, but that's that. Let's see here. We're going to break this bead. There you go. The bead's broke. It's that simple. We thank Bart very much for borrowing his tool. Even though the chain part didn't work, we were able to utilize the tool with this baling wire, mechanics wire, whatever you want to call it. All right. Just a little bit of leverage. We're cool. That'll be a good laugh at work. All right, there you go, and the bead's broke. Now it's just wrestling it off with the screwdriver and the pry bar that you guys just seen. All right, so I'll get back with everybody in just a minute. I'll try to show you this one. I don't know if you can see it or not, guys. See it right there? Roofing staple. Little tiny roofing staple right there. That was our little leak on this tire. The nail on that one was way bigger out there, but that was that. Just wanted to show you that real quick. All right, hang on. All right, guys, well, them tires went right back together without a hitch. Easy job. I highly recommend doing it yourself if you can to save 50 bucks. It was helpful for us to have Bart's tool to break the bead. That would be the toughest part of the job, but with that tool, it made it the easiest. I guess for us, the hardest part was that second bead, getting that on the rim. Other than that, just make sure you take the valve stem out so that you get a good shot of air, and you saw how quick the bead was made. So if you got those tools and you have average skills, do it yourself. There you go. Brand new tractor tires on there, and there's our old ones. We're going out into the trash. All right. We got some exciting stuff coming up in the garage, obviously. You can see I've started some detail work on the bike. I really, there's no mechanical work's been done on it. I just haven't had time. So it's like I'm just cleaning up and getting rid of as much of the tarnish as I can until I can invite Phil over and we can really jump into this bike, all right? And obviously, we got some exciting stuff coming back up on the car. We're not gonna let that wait much longer. I got some parts coming. We're gonna play around with the drive shaft. We're gonna play around with the exhaust. I think I'm gonna jump in, and I have some stuff for the dash, so maybe we start on that real soon too, all right? So just bear with me. I appreciate everybody hanging in there with me. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. We got some really cool stuff coming up. Been thinking about doing this for a while, but you guys all know family first, all right? So until next time, take care, everybody.